say, how does sports impact your music?
Oh man, it's just a competitive spirit. First, I mean, I wouldn't even when I first when I first got a name as far as rapping, and you know, what I mean, I was hot boy for sure. But once I first got my solo state, the first thing I said was, I'm the best rapper alive. That competitive spirit come from sports, plain and simple.
Yeah,
that showed you that I looked at rap, I attacked it like this. I mean, it's not a game, but I attacked it like it was a game, and I want to be the best player in it. And that's all from sports. That's all from sports. If it wasn't that, if I was on the block every day and doing the wrong thing, I would have attacked it that way. I would have attacked it like, look, I'm the biggest such and such in the streets. I'm the biggest gangster in the game. I attacked it like, nah, I'm the best rapper, and let's go. This is what we doing.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
We know you're a big
sir.
basketball fan, obviously, but in particular, you're a huge Kobe fan. Obviously, you know, losing him hit the world, but you know, I know you had a personal relationship with him. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, the homie, first of all, rest in peace, and you already know, rest in peace to him and everybody that was on the helicopter that day, man. Everybody that lost their life. Also, love, life, and strength to their families as well, man. But man, the homie just he's a real GOAT. You know, we float that title around but you know, you hear when I was a kid, you would hear these stories about Michael Jordan, and you hear these stories about off the court and on a team plane and on a team bus, and you hear about how at practice he's Michael Jordan, but you hear about how he don't want to lose at nothing. You know, Steve Kerr got beat up. You know how it go, man.
Yeah,
the whole nine. The whole nine. So you hear these stories. But I didn't, you know, I never met no one. I never met Jordan. I met him, but I never met him while he was playing to see the side. I met Kobe while he was playing, and I got to see that. I got to see that way. He take everything supers. It's a competitive everything. He won't shake your hand harder than you shake his hand. He want everything. You feel me? You feel me? And once I got to sit down and talk to him, what happened was, he worded a few words from a verse, and I was like, you really know, like you really know me, you know, like you really know my. He was like, man, I've been on you since Hot Boys, and when he started wording it and started really rap, I was like, okay. So for a competitive guy like that, I figured that if he was to whatever he was admiring, it had to be my competitive nature, and that's right there. That's what it was.
Yeah, I think y'all, his competitive nature and your competitive nature as far as music-wise, because just like you be in the studio 24/7, that's how he was in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's the same shit. So I can see y'all having that in common.
That's what I heard, man.
Speak on the song, though, Jack.
Huh?
Speak on the song, though.
Yeah. Bing James, where you had the 24-second tribute at the end of the song, Bing James, on the new album, Funeral.
Yeah, man.
How did that come about? Just cause, was it you and J Rock who came up with it, or something you came up with?
When I say they came up with it, I mean Mac and them. Mac came, you know, when that happened, man, it happened out the, you know what I mean? Nobody wasn't prepared for it. Just like we ain't prepared for the shit we're going through right now. But nobody wasn't prepared for it, so everybody was just trying to scramble and figure out something to do in any kind of way. And the homies came up with that idea, and that idea was perfect.
So tell me this, okay? Transferring from Kobe, we'll stay in sports. Let's talk about your sports agency. I know you got a lot of football players. You got basketball players too?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We basketball, female, WNBA. We go there, man. We take it there.
Tell me about it.
It was an idea. You know, it was an idea way back. It was an idea way back years ago. And, you know, it was just first of all, it just started off as the simple idea that I love sports and I just want to help out in any way I can, you know, any way I can. And when I found out that, that you can actually help, you know, when I found out that when they told me, Tune, you can actually help people, man. You know, like you can help these student athletes become better once they're ready to take that next step. You can actually help them. I always thought it was just something that, you know, you're a rapper, you get an agency, yeah, we do this. Or you're a rapper, you go buy this, or you go. Now, when I found out that I could actually help them, and I could help them regardless of what their career does, I can help them beyond that. And that's when I was all in. And so I have a lot of athletes, and that surprised me in myself. That surprised me in itself that I didn't figure anybody was gonna really be into it. And man, and when they come calling me and when they come to us, man, that right there is a blessing in itself. And it's so hard to look past anything but them.
But you got to understand what we see as an athlete, like we respect you because we see what your music grind is. You know what I mean? And you have that same dedication, obviously, that we have in our craft. So it's already mutual respect, and they know you have passion for it. So really, it's a no-brainer. I think that's why a lot of these musicians that are in this space now, Jay and, you know, Master P was in it for a minute, like, people fuck with them because they know they're about their business and they grind in their craft. So I think it's beautiful. And I think it's another good way, too, similar to what LeBron's crew has done. Shout out LeBron's crew. But you can still have your hands on sports and not be the athlete. You know what I mean? You can still affect the sport in so many different ways. Agency, manager, sports agency. There's so many different aspects of the sport you could touch without actually playing. And I love when people continue to build on that.
I appreciate the admiration, man. Thank you.
I know you're a Laker fan.
Yep.
So you got besides Braun, I ain't even go there. Who your other NBA favorites, man? We didn't even go to the Lakers because I know how you are with the Lakers.
Man, you already know it's CP3.
Of course.
Yeah, you already know
Little
CP3.
Homie.
Yeah, and Russell Westbrook.
Everybody love Russ.
Russ is a killer.
Yeah, Russ. Outside of CP, cause CP my bro. Outside of CP, Russ my favorite player right now, other than anybody else. You know, other than anybody. You know, the Lakers, the whole Lakers squad. My favorite players. Everybody on the team over there. Everybody on the bench. Everybody. That's my favorite. But other than that, I'm rocking with Russ, and you already know Harden. You already know that's family. After Russ, I'm a real big fan of Ja Morant. Yeah.
He's tough. He's tough. He a killer.
Man.
He a killer.
Man.
He a problem, bro.
Is he?
We gotta get him on the show. I met his daddy at All-Star. His daddy is cool, so we gotta get John on the show. We gotta get him on here.
Man, he a dog, bro.
Yeah, he's special.
I like Zion as well, especially because he's holding it down for the biddy. I really like Zion.
Yeah, Zion
I think he's going to be special, man. You got to think, too. He's going to get his body right. He's going to figure out what his white rate is. But then people understand, like, until you're about 4 or 5 years in the NBA, that's when you really kind of start learning how to play the NBA game. So right now, it's just pure athleticism, instinct, God-given talent. He's going to learn how to play the game. He's going to be a goddamn problem from here on out as long as he can stay healthy.
This life was all I ever wanted.
I'm not leaving. Not yet.
I was hoping you'd say that.
We gotta hit the streets, make some money.
People like us must destroy people like him. Buckle up.
Get Showtime free at Showtime.com.